Imagine how good it would feel to experience an incredible leg massage. Imagine Air Press Massager. Call now.
Call 1-800-517-3399 to order your Air Press Massager for $39.99 plus shipping. Call 1-800-517-3399 or use your checkbook like a credit card. Call now 1-800-517-3399.
As Isabel continues inland, where will it head? Will you be affected? Find out the impact on your weekend and travel plans. We're tracking the storm with live coverage from the field.
Running 6 to 9 where there are no dudes to protect them.
And in-depth expert analysis.
East winds onshore.
Isabel coverage continues. Stay tuned to the Weather Channel as we keep you ahead of the storm.
Now, from the Weather Channel, here's your local on the 8s. Currently in your area, 73 degrees with light rain. Forecast. Your extended forecast.
It was a hurricane when it made landfall, now a tropical storm, still raising a ruckus here in the mid-Atlantic states. Good evening and good morning. I'm Dave Schwartz. This is Weather Center. This is the official time and spot that Hurricane Isabel made landfall on Thursday here in North Carolina. It was on the Outer Banks at Drum Inlet at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, where Hurricane Isabel made landfall with 105-mile-per-hour winds. And states of emergency have been declared in 7 states plus the District of Columbia, and millions are without power tonight because of that. Tropical storm Isabel packing 60-mile-an-hour winds. It's on the move, though. It's moving a lot more quickly than it was when it was at lower latitudes. That's typical. And this is moving across the border into West Virginia right now. That'll cross over Garrett County, Maryland, and head toward Pittsburgh here in the morning. That's why the winds and rain there are intensifying. Good news as far as winds go. We'll get to that here in just a minute. Right now, it's the flooding that concerns me the most, because as we have seen over the years, when a hurricane or tropical storm makes landfall, I mean, it's bad enough. But more people die inland due to freshwater flooding, the heavy rain, the swollen rivers, the flooding, the flash flooding, people getting caught in their cars in fast-moving water kind of situations. It's nighttime tonight. It does not pay to take any chances. The entire state of Pennsylvania under a flood watch. Parts of Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, Ohio, and New York State. And also the wind. I don't know how many thousands of trees have come down. Some of them have taken out mobile homes, killing people. Others have taken down power lines. Over 3 million people at last count without power here in the mid-Atlantic states. If you happen to be one who has power, and you live, say, in Harrisburg, for example, well, don't be surprised that it goes out here shortly. The winds may pick up a little more before diminishing later on tonight. Here's our tropical storm. It's even hard to find the center of the circulation, at least on radar, but it's right in here. Once the center moves by you, the rain pretty much ends. The heaviest rain is here. That's a steady, heavy rain. And then we've got some gusty showers in these lines that develop here along the east side. Also, coastal flooding continues. Jersey Shore, tropical storm, all the tropical storm warnings are still in effect here tonight. Here in New York City, we've had wind gusts of 50 miles an hour out here at JFK. I'm a little concerned about morning activity here at JFK, LaGuardia, Newark. There'll probably be some delays and maybe some cancellations. By afternoons, the winds will have died down to more civilized levels. But you be careful here in the tri-state area tonight, traveling. If you don't have to go out, don't. Trees, power lines, and debris out. Winds gusting 30, 40, 50 miles an hour. Here's a look at some of our gusts right now. 28 up here at Groton, Connecticut, I believe. 21 out here on the Cape. But 45 at JFK. Still 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts at Philadelphia. So be extremely careful here. Reports of 175 trees down in Lancaster, Pennsylvania alone. Of course, we had that flood last week. Now all the wind and more rain. And I'll tell you, you get some gully washes with some of these showers. Here in Monmouth County, we're just getting pounded. And over towards Staten Island, extremely heavy rain for at least another 2 hours. And some gusty winds, as you well know. So this is dangerous. This is dangerous. Far away from the center of a tropical storm can be some of the worst weather. And I'll tell you, some of these will bring down some very strong winds from just aloft, just up there in the clouds. More rain here in South Philadelphia, back toward Baltimore, but it doesn't seem quite as bad here, though it does seem like a new line is developing just on the eastern shore of Maryland. And the water just continues to come up. Southeasterly winds are also blowing water from the ocean and also bay water upriver, causing some flooding on the James River, the Maury River, the Rappahannock River. Be extremely careful here. Flooding on the east side and then up the tidal Potomac, too, almost to Washington, D.C. The heaviest rain over in Washington, if you can see me, there have been so many power outages here in Anne Arundel County, and Prince George's County, Montgomery County, probably your county, too, back into Fauquier County here in Northern Virginia. Many people without power, and it could take a while for that to come back. Once again, if you live here, the winds will stay up. I believe they've peaked out here in Washington and Baltimore, but there still could be a few more trees to come down, and more power outages are a possibility, so keep a flashlight near the bed, would you? 38 miles an hour now at, well, it looks like maybe at Andrews Air Force Base, and out here at Dulles, 37 miles an hour. Reagan National Airport is closed, by the way. Wilmington, Delaware, 44. There's Lancaster at 47, so it's still plenty windy. And here in Pittsburgh, we've got the rain intensifying, wind also getting stronger tonight. And welcome to Tropical Storm Isabel, Detroit. It is raining here. It's going to be raining for the rush hour as the tropical storm heads toward the north into Canada, where high wind warnings are in effect. How about that? So there we have it along the east coast. It's Tropical Storm Isabel, centered just south of the Mason-Dixon line right now. A cold front is weakening as it heads toward Wisconsin and Illinois. Actually, a lot of the moisture drawn into this thing, northerly winds will just kind of cut off the inflow, so we won't see much in the way of shower activity as that heads toward Chicago here in the morning. Just some light rain perhaps up into Wisconsin and some heavier rain down along the southern end of the front in Texas. If I have missed your city or state, my friend, I apologize, but be reassured that your local on the 8s is coming up in just a minute and a half. That's the local forecast for your hometown. And if you live here in the Northeast, hunker down, take no chances. The weather will improve on Friday. Now this.
3 people are staying at the same 3-star hotel in identical rooms, but one of them is paying 40% less. Can you guess who? Priceline has the guaranteed best prices at top-of-the-line hotels. You choose the price, neighborhood, and a 2, 3, or 4-star hotel, and they'll...
Imagine how good it would feel to experience an incredible leg massage.